Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas and today we're back with another K-pop album reaction. Earlier today we have checked out the newest music video of Red Velvet, Feel My Rhythm, and now we're here to check out their newest mini album, their 7th mini album overall with the same title, the ReVe Festival 2022. Feel My Rhythm. And I hope, by the way, that's how you pronounce it. Is this the ReVe or Rev, or actually I never knew how they pronounce it, but I think it's ReVe, so from R-E, from Red, and then V, you know, so from Velvet, so Revel, probably something like that. I don't know, maybe you can tell me down below, but isn't that important, because what's more important is obviously the songs. We have 5 B-sides overall. We have Rainbow Halo, Back For Me, BAMBOLEO, Good, Bad, Ugly, and In My Dreams, with long lists of credits. You know, as M songs always have a lot of writing credits on them, so it's not as easy to tell straight away, or like to be able to recall everybody straight away like it is for other groups as example, but it shouldn't be even too important. We will just go ahead and dive into it, even though I can definitely say 2 things before it. Number one, what I generally felt Red Velvet, which I've realized for myself again after I now re-dived through a bit of the discography, because like mentioned in the music video reaction earlier today, had checked out the discography before I did this channel, but really just a quick dive through, you know, not really a deep detailed dive with re-listening to a lot of songs. What I really realized for myself, especially when it comes to the earlier title tracks, is that I usually prefer the B-sides more. I don't know what it is exactly about it, but I feel like the B-sides just have more of an it factor that appeals to me than some of the title tracks do. Bad Boy is still my favorite Red Velvet song, that is 100% sure. Psycho is incredible, I also really love and really refound One of These Nights for myself. Actually, what means refound? I've just recently really started to appreciate these type of songs, so this is also one of my favorite title tracks. But when I then look around, I really see most of my favorites for the B-sides. And I say it like this, I definitely preferred the B-sides on the Queendom album more than Queendom itself, which was a fun song, but just didn't do as much for me as those B-sides. And Feel My Rhythm, I've re-listened to it now quite a bit. It's definitely still the opinion where I'm like, hey, I enjoy this, but it's not anything too mind-blowing to me, even though, like mentioned, the classical melody by Bach is a good touch. So I'm really good to see how these B-sides will feel now, and I'm very excited for it, and like mentioned, very happy to finally review some more Red Velvet, because like mentioned, I've checked out all the previous songs and could now react and review them on here, even though I won't even be lying to you. I probably could have done that now after not having listened to them for such a long time again, because it's been so long. It was basically like a second first re-listen to them, but whatever. The second thing I definitely want to point out positively is the length. Every song seems to have a very good length. The last 3 albums we've reacted to on here, so Giado, Stray Kids, and Zolar last week, were all pretty short in some way. In some songs felt definitely like they ended way too soon, so this is not the case here. The length of nearly 20 minutes for a 6-song album is looking very promising. But now, let's stop the talking, let's start reacting. Red Velvet 7th mini album, the ReVe Festival 2022, Feel My Rhythm, with the first B-side, Rainbow Halo. What a gorgeous name. Check it out. What a long intro. But now we go, and I waited for Zadie Farhani's lyric videos after those last week from not this channel were terrible, so I read waited a bit longer. Ooh, I love the instant contrast between the gritty bass and the bright bell extra melody. Smooth transition to the pre-chorus. And that's a true Red Velvet trademark sound here. The harmonizing choruses. A lot of flow in this one this time around. Ooh, actually, quite a little hip-hop influence here in the bass set. I like it. Oh, Arena's rapping a bit here, you know? That's always the thing that I realized for myself, that ReVe doesn't really have a strong main rapper, but Arena's flowing a lot as far. This instrumental is, I wouldn't say too overwhelming, but it's definitely a bit louder than the girls in some way. Eyes are whispering. Oh, interesting vocabulary. The chorus doesn't really spike. It remains in a rather similar sound picture. So I wouldn't be surprised if this song is more of a interlude. That's catchy though. That's instantly very catchy to sing along. Yeah, there's definitely some hip-hop influence here. Ooh. This bridge. This bass and drum set here. Damn! The song is definitely in the vocal delivery a bit simpler and a bit unspectacular in some way, but the flow in it is very, very refreshing. And an alto, let's go, hell yeah. The sax here. This instrumental is incredible. Instantly, like I mentioned in the intro, very satisfying finale. A very satisfying closure to the song. We didn't close it too soon or ended it there. We added those extra 15 seconds or so with a bit more of an instrumental and a bit more of an outro lyric to really give it that good payoff. That's what I think generally SM does really quite good. I think I very rarely thus far had it for SM albums where I felt like a song ended way too soon or similar. So that's something I can definitely pinpoint out here straight away, and I think we'll be seeing in other songs too. Very satisfying finish. Okay, Rainbow Halo obviously rhymes really cool, you know. Rainbow Halo. Okay, I think that's already, already know that it's going to be really catchy. Rainbow Halo. That instantly has a little catchiness factor to it. What I can definitely say is that the girls felt, I wouldn't say they were mixed too quietly, but like the instrumental is so prominent because it just has this very prominent contrast constantly going on, you know. Gritty bass set where we have this bright bell-like side melody that's going on simultaneously. So we have both of these things just colliding all the time, and this just makes for such a prominent, strong instrumental where it feels like the vocals, I wouldn't say fall flat, but like there isn't a lot of like they don't really put in enough attitude to really stand out with it. But I think that's actually okay because I don't really think they need to, but it may be a bit too you know, too little for some people at first, because like mentioned, it definitely feels more like they're just casually talking here than like, you know, really trying to put a big emphasis on the delivery here, if you know what I mean. Like the bass set is really strong with the grittiness, we have these bright elements, and they stay a little bit over it. You know what I mean? This is such an interesting combination. They're like sailing and chilling, where we have such a strong bass set, a gritty sound element, and a bright element all together. This makes for such a very, very, not loud mix, but like a very layered beat, just very layered song here, where it's really cool because you then just can focus on so many different things and several re-listens, really inviting you to re-listen to the song over and over. But yeah, I think it still works, like mentioned, you know. I think it would have been even too much if they then also try to go too strong on you. But at first you really may be a bit caught off guard, or you feel like that their voices are more background and the instrumental is more the more prominent thing going on. But I think it felt more natural as the song went on. But my favorite section of the song, besides the, like mentioned, very catchy chorus, which like mentioned, trademark Red Velvet, they're very full harmonizing choruses, is the bridge. bridge because I love the way we switched the instrumental there. That was so good. Like, it even has some military flavor to it there. Like, we really have a little bit of a hip-hop bass. That's the cool thing. We'll have like a little hip-hop influence in the bass set, but it's not a hip-hop song, you know? The bass set just has this BPM to it that would have totally worked for a hip-hop song or for a really cool, something like the NCT rap line could really flow over, but instead we have, like mentioned, these very saline like Red Velvet vocals, which is something I don't think everybody can do, which I then can again say Red Velvet really has some songs that are just really, really unique and really stand out in the way they were done and arranged. This section for the bridge is really good. The sax coming in too for that in the ending too. We even have to shouting, you know, which is a very classic hip hop. We have, like mentioned now, a very military flavored bass and drum set here with the while we then have a soft string simultaneously. Like mentioned, this is the main theme of the song. The contrast between a more grittier sound and a more softer sound going here at once. Here we have it with the soft guitar string, where we have this very strong and prominent bass and drum set instead. So that's really, really cool, and this really stands out here now. And like mentioned, with these sailing soft vocals on top of that, it really makes for a great mix. I really, really enjoy the song. Also, the lyrics were very intriguing. Like, we'll be missing even some stuff because we just have a very different vocabulary choice here. Here we go back with the spaces sound, even add like little, you know, maybe xylophone like stuff in there. And then back into it. This song is really good, and honestly, on first impression, I probably enjoyed already more than the entire track, which is not saying the entire track is bad, but just speaks for a rainbow halo dance, rainbow halo dance, rainbow halo dance, which just speaks for the quality of the B-side. Big fan. Oh, hello. And here again, we could have cut it off here, but nope, we go for the little sax outro. Very satisfying finish on top of that. Rainbow Halo. Fantastic first B-side. I really gotta say, the longer I listened to it in the first listen already, it already grew on me way more. At first, you're a bit like, oh, okay, the vocals feel a bit too soft and everything, but the song just instantly grew on me upon the finale of the song with that bridge and with that ending section. So, Red Velvet's Rainbow Halo, big fan. That was very enjoyable. The very, like mentioned, fun instrumental to follow along. Very good start to the B-sides. I mean, we're already at 30 minutes for just the first song, so that really speaks volumes. So, yeah, big fan of Rainbow Halo. That was very enjoyable. We're moving over to the next song called Back for Me. And that can definitely invoke some attitude, you know, like something very sassy, like Suji always excels in that type of direction. And by the way, really hope that's how you pronounce it. Suji? It's great names, too many. Like, 50 artist names per week, I gotta say, or something like that, so you know. But, whatever. Second B-side of ReVe's 7th mini album, Female Rythm. I would just leave the ReVe festival fee out for now. Back for Me. Check it out. Hell yeah. Gladly. Hell yeah, you are. Yeah. As for this album, Irene is majority rapping. Isn't she the rapper of the group actually? Like from the positions wise? But never felt like it. Because it just never really felt like a group with a group with a rapper. Still the three friends. Red Velvet choruses. Ooh, taking the double time flow, like a very fast paced flow here. Ooh, That's the attitude I expected and wanted. And then the switch up again to the softer section here. Oh, the lyrics really play a lot around with the tempo here, and it works. Then a not too sudden, like still natural feeling tempo increase for the pre-chorus. The writing for this chorus is really good. Like, not just the melody itself, but the way the English words are played, so that you can sing along with it, especially in the first line, are really good. Ooh! When do you want to know? What was that line? Oh no, different chorus? At least it felt like it because the lyrics change a bit. But I think it's the same melody actually. Some little Wendy vocals sprinkled in. Why do you already know that this is going to be a viral TikTok song? Why can I already, with those lyrics, anticipate this to become a TikTok trend song? Generally, I feel like we had it for many boy groups recently, right? Where many B-sides like went viral and had even more views and listeners than on, you know, on Spotify and everything than the Talented, because they went viral. I think Davari from Treasure and Polo Lover and Afer and stuff like that. I feel like this is a perfect edit song, you know, with the, you know, for idol fan cams and whatnot, the dance for me work, for me back, for me. I think there's definitely going to be that. Wasn't that Post too? I think Post also had quite a good stint on edits and everything on Twitter. But okay, thus far, again, it really isn't anything negative towards the title tracks, but like it's here once again straight away. Or maybe it has, or maybe it has to do with the music video. Who knows? I can't tell right now, but upon listening to both the B-sides straight away, my first impression is, damn, it's better than the title track, you know? I think even better is the better choice of words, because again, the title track isn't bad. But I feel like these two songs straight away just flash me way more. And that's, like mentioned, only a compliment to those songs, and that a negative towards the title track, which I, like mentioned, still enjoy, you know? But I've really realized for myself, the Red Velvet B-sides just work. And that's again the thing, what I mentioned. Like Bad Boy and everything, instantly one of my favorite songs, and still my second most listened to song on Spotify and everything. But like when I did my first listen through the discography back then, which was like mentioned like each song once or so, where I really could have probably said, hey, it's been over a year since I've listened to the songs, and it was only once. I could have probably really taken those albums and reacted and review to them, but I was like, hey, I've said it already over and over that I've listened to all the songs, so you know that would feel a bit weird. So just dive into it yourself again this time. And the B-sides are really just good, and it really just, I don't know if it is to do to change my music knowledge and just K-pop knowledge in general, but like Red Velvet really grew on me, and their style and everything, because I remember doing my Queendom album reaction, I also said like usually Red Velvet sound is entirely mine, but like their chorus, trademark sound and everything, and just their sound in general, I feel like Red Velvet really has a discography you can just put on shuffle and you will just enjoy what's going to come. You know, there will obviously be songs you enjoy more than the others, but I feel like it just isn't really a bad song, you know? I mean, experimental songs like Zala Bim and everything is obviously not everybody's taste, but like, this song here is so freaking good, you know? Like, let's not talk too much about other stuff, but like, this song here is so freaking good. The chorus is so well written. It's again, like mentioned, this freaking amazing harmonizing trademark Red Velvet sound. with so many cool lyrics in there too, so much great attitude, so many little sprinklers in there from like extra vocals and whatnot. And like mentioned, we had the switch between the heavier sound and then more softer sections yet again. The dynamic of the song is so well done. But like, my highlight definitely is not only, besides the chorus, the very soft Suchi part in the bridge, which was like really just that one line, but it was just a cool touch. But like, Wendy here, where was it? Which they also said keep making you kneel? My lord. My lord. But at first, actually, let's first go to the chorus, because again, I think that chorus is really, really good. And we had like also like this thing here as the interlude and as the outro stuff and whatnot for the intro and whatnot. This song has it all, honestly. This song just really has it all. But now the chorus. And I will talk about it in the sense of why the writing is so good. The pre-chorus is also good. You know, the tempo increase was very natural, very smooth, so that's pretty good. But we start with an English lyric, then do the Korean ones, and then do several English words behind one another that are very similar to one another too. So, good vibes, na 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 na, bad 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 girl. You know, you can just sit there and shout like bad 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 girl. You know, because bad and bad is pronounced the same way. So that's just instantly something so catchy to do along. You know, so instantly fun to do. Stop it. You look so crazy. At first, the tempo may feel a bit off for some people because it's just definitely a very little double time syllable in there to just fit in with the rest of the beat and the tempo and everything. But it just works so much better the more you listen to it. You know, like I think this chorus melody is like a bit faster than you usually are used to it, but like it works so well. But again, my highlight was, where was it? What, that line here? My lord, Wendy, what the hell? The thing is, I was always like, I think, shifting between Wendy and Suchi when it came to biases, I feel like. But like, this line is so freaking cool. Damn, that lyric, man. I'm bossing it real nasty, but still keeping it classy. Oh, that line right there is, I don't know why Wendy always felt like one of the, like, obviously we know she has a powerful voice and everything, but she always, from what I've seen from her radio stuff and all like that, she's such a precious person, you know. So hearing her say stuff like that, that's queen shit right there. But then again, this little Suchi section here afterwards was also, it's really just that lyric here. Really just one line as this little softer interlude in the bridge to the final chorus, which is just, you know, that little cherry on top there. Oh man, back for me, just like Rainbow Halo, which is, it just rolls off the tongue so nicely. Rainbow Halo, amazing. You know, we're at 23 minutes after the second song, and like I mentioned, that speaks volumes because they have just that much positive things to say. Back for me, that was amazing. I enjoyed that a lot. We're moving over to our third B-side. Also, was it written by Jo Young? Is that maybe a different idol? Sure. But yeah, when I then look again, arrange and everything, it's like so many different names, many international names. I think SM has a very high international score when it comes to writers and everything. But yeah, the third B-side is BAMBOLEO, or no idea how they pronounce it. I think the best way to find it is by listening to it. No idea what to expect by the title, okay? Like mentioned, Rainbow Halo had a very cool groove too, where you could expect maybe to go on the way and back for me. Like mentioned, has such attitude in the title already, where you could expect the attitude for the song. No idea what to expect for this one, so let's stop the talking, let's start reacting. Third B-side of Red Velvet's 7th mini album, Feel My Rhythm, BAMBOLEO or BAMBOLEO or whatever. Let's find it out. To the left, to right, I sway all night. To the left, to right, I feel the vibe. To the left, to right, I come alive. Oh, that's already such a smooth. Oh, that's already such a smooth line there. Will likely be for the chorus. I'm ready. Ooh. Thus far, I think every song has such a layered instrumental with a lot going on. That's a big plus. everything feel very engaging. I think that's their groovy dance track. Like, that's also very common Red Velvet sound to do for them. This groovy dance sound. Oh! When the bass then kicks in again. You see myself? It's really a mover. Smooth lyric there. But very nicely. I don't know why, but English lyrics shine even more when they're in between Korean. That just makes them stand out even more. I'm wondering where the English lyric on the opening went. I thought that we would include it in the chorus if a very smooth. But it's again, like mentioned, classic Red Velvet chorus. Whoa! Where did that rock guitar came from? Damn! The layerment here right now is insane. We have like 10 different sounds or something. Like all night. Right, ooh. That bridge, ladies and gentlemen, highlight of the song. This very high register chorus works and is fun, but that bridge right there was it. Again, that gritty guitar, hell yeah! It feels out of place at first, but it just actually really fits because it's just loud, you know? Can we... Oh! I said it in the intro. I said it in the intro. Looking at the length of the songs, this makes me really hopeful for very satisfying finishes. We've been getting that thus far. No song ends too short or ends abruptly or whatnot. This album thus far, y'all. Holy moly. Red Velvet's BAMBOLEO. Won't even be lying to Lou. It's crazy. The title is already affecting my speech. I won't even be lying to you. This song is, like mentioned, definitely a dance song. It definitely is something like you at first felt they've done before, but then we go into that crazy guitar section as well, where it honestly feels, I wouldn't say too overwhelming, but it's a lot going on there. You know, like it's not just pure noisy. You know, like we have it in some NCT songs or whatnot, where it's really just about trying to be as loud and therefore just to bring the energy that way, but like really had the bass going on and more brighter set. We came again with this gritty disco retro sound effect, and then we got the guitar on top of that as well with all the vocals and whatnot. It's a lot at first, you know. I feel like you may be a bit you know, maybe a bit too overwhelming at first for some people in the volume, you know. Like mentioned, it's not really noisy, but it's just a lot going on. I mean, if I just go here to this chorus section and you just let it play, it's just, I hear a groovy guitar, I hear a brighter element, I hear continuous bass, this gritty sound, the more brighter one. We have like 6 elements simultaneously, and then like mentioned, after the second chorus, or within the second chorus, we also add a rock guitar on top of that, which was at first like, what the hell is that doing here? You know, that doesn't really fit at all, but you listen to it 2 more seconds and then you're like, well, actually this fits pretty well, it's quite nice, you know. It's a lot in the sound this time, you know, like very, very layered, which generally a thing I've noticed for SM songs, at least besides the songs that aren't instantly or like purposely done in a very quiet and in a very simple way. We always have a lot of layerment going on to really make the beats feel full and to really you know, make the song just feel a bit fuller. Wouldn't say it's too much here, but like, you know, it's a bit it's definitely more than the previous song, so that definitely stands out. When we then go for this higher register for the chorus, it works for me. Like mentioned, it's the classic Red Velvet harmonizing chorus. Not entirely one of my favorite choruses of theirs, but it's okay because it's basically all building up to their bridge section, where I wouldn't say that bridge is the only thing really worth listening to the song, because like mentioned, the chorus is still fun, the verse and everything are pretty cool, especially when we then change a bit around between soft and more heavier sound. But like that bridge is so freaking catchy. Like mentioned, we kick off with this English lyric, and I was like, hey, we would use that for the chorus there to make it a very catchy chorus, but we leave that out, but instead make a very catchy bridge. And that all on top of that with a Joy and Wendy background notes as well. This bridge might be one of my favorite bridges of the year thus far. I still have a lot of albums to catch up on from the year, like Keeper and Bam Bam and whatnot, but like, this bridge is 10 out of 10. It's so catchy. You don't even you have to flow within it, and you immediately saw me. I was able to do it alongside straight away. You know, you don't need to listen even to it before. You can just you heard it in the intro. That was enough. You can immediately do it along with the lyrics in the bridge. That just speaks at how well written it is. Oh wait, where am I? Here it is. I was like, wait, where's the bridge? Here it is. What does it mean though? BAMBOLEO, does it have an actual meaning, or is it just a word made up? Not sure right now, but like, this guitar is though crazy. Left to the right, I sway on night. To the left, to the right, I feel the vibe. To the left, to the right, I come alive. To the left, to the right, I sway all night. To the left, to the right, I feel the vibe. To the left, to the right, I come alive. One of the best bridges of the year thus far, 100%. The way you just feel the anticipation rising for that high note there at the end. The way the vocals of Joy and Wendy are implemented there as well. Definitely one of my favorite bridges of the year thus far. That bridge is fantastic. The rest of the song is also pretty good, you know, but it's like mentioned, a very loud song where, like a very layered song where you may be a bit overwhelmed at first. I feel like this will definitely be the one song on the album that will probably end up being the one where I'm like, you know, I enjoy it, but it's like maybe a bit too much for me in specific cases where I really gotta be in the mood for it, because I mentioned definitely makes a move. So that's good for it still. So yeah, Red Velvet's BAMBOLEO. Silly name, very loud and layered song, but an absolutely amazing bridge that really stands out and continues to keep up the quality of this album thus far. Red Velvet B-side, so I'm telling you, really good. We are moving over to our fourth B-side, which is Good, Bad, Ugly. And the first thing I have to think of is Clint Eastwood, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Is this going to be maybe a Western themed song? Would work with that title, or maybe it's something entirely different? Who knows? So let's check it out. Fourth piece of the Red Velvet 7th mini album film, My Rhythm, Good, Bad, Ugly. Check it out. Ballad time. I've been so high on ballads recently. Or no. Just give that back to you, but hey. Loving this smooth vibe. Oh, but I love the cool message. We can these little lyrics. Oh, that was an interesting finale to the chorus. This quick English lyric there. My face a box of chocolate. Hey, this is like basically the song's about their own lives and everything. It's something sweet, so that it's a bit bad and whatnot, but I still love me, so I love the message behind it. But I love to switch for the chorus where we put in the snaps. The only thing I would have done is maybe even do it twice as long. Really keep that vibe on for a bit longer. Oh, that's again so smooth. This little break there to then do the I love me. That's so cool. I like how we add a little bit of we add the solo lyrics there, and then solo finale too. Oh. That bridge again. Oh, I think the chorus is a bit different down the lyrics. Yeah. We'll harmonize together. Every day I just love me. Yellow face a box of chocolates. Pronunciation, it was pretty fun. Okay. And wow, it's good, bad, ugly. Definitely, like mentioned, like when I read those words in that order, I think about Clint Eastwood and everything. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly. So there was a very different sound than I did. Like what means anticipated? I didn't anticipate a Western song now, but really enjoyed the vibe here. The vibe was now again, especially after Bamboleo was so just so filled in the volume, a very smooth and refreshing, calmer sound now again. Yeah, this song was a vibe. Vibe is the best word to describe this. And what I found really interesting here was that we like still went for the signature harmonizing S5 sound for the chorus, but also implemented some solo sections and like some longer ad-lib sections basically there, you know, which made for definitely a different just a very different more refreshing, or just a bit refreshing chorus picture there, which I really enjoyed. Yeah. Life is a box of chocolates. The way it's again a little bit more of a faster flowed, just a little faster flowed syllables there, which really make it stand out in that sense. But again, the chorus just feels very smooth. But again, my personal highlight is the bridge, but also the pre-chorus. So we dare add the snaps in there. That's just a really good flavor. And looking at it, the song is just 3 minutes long. I really would have probably doubled the pre-chorus there. I feel like the vibe of that pre-chorus after the verse sound was really gorgeous, and I feel like this could have definitely gone even for longer. Because let's go through it here. The way we transitioned over here was so freaking good, and I feel like we could have definitely done this chorus twice as long, easily, you know. Like the pre-chorus, you know, it's just 10 more extra seconds. So if we do that, then we go to then we reach the 3 minutes and 20 seconds, which is still, you know, very good in length and everything. That's probably the only thing I would have enjoyed more, you know. I think that, like mentioned, I just really enjoyed the pre-chorus sound too, where you put in the snaps and everything, which makes it, again, for such a very calming sound picture. That's the only thing I would have changed, basically, to add that there. But that's always, like mentioned, a rather nitpicky thing from my side. It obviously works very well and everything, and obviously the producers thought of that themselves, but they decided we really want to do it like that, and that's totally fine, you know. But like on my first impression listen, I would have probably done it that way. I would have loved to see it be done that way, but it totally works for the way it is. But again, the bridge in BAMBOLEO already was so good, but the bridge here again, this time I mentioned in double length, is so, honestly. We're basically going back into the pre-chorus sound in a bit more flourish now, and do it twice. Oh, the piano here. Damn. Ah, that bridge. Ah, that bridge is so good. And again, love the message behind it. Sometimes life is a box of chocolates. You never know. And also that's relatable. I feel like the idea and the the message behind the song is in the most prominent line of the song is life is a box of chocolates, and we talk about this variety pack, basically, like this do you call it still pralines? It's a German word, at least. I'm not sure what's the English word for it, but usually with some alcohol-filled chocolate pieces, and it's usually like a lot of very different flavors. Do you still have one here? Like I had one actually quite not too long ago with like different chocolate pieces and everything. Unfortunately, you don't have it here anymore, but where you have like 20 pieces or so, and it's like 5 different flavors, or like 5 different, different versions, like 5 different chocolate pieces, basically, and some of them are sweeter, like some are white chocolate, some are like more darker chocolate, some are filled with rum, like mentioned, and that's what we talked about here too, like some taste more like rum and whatnot, and some are good, some are bad, some are ugly, You open that box of chocolate. There's some pieces there that you really enjoy. Some are pretty bad. Some are really, like some you will enjoy. Some you won't like. Some you really hate. Some, but there will always be that thing. But you still love it. You still eat it, basically. You still take that box of chocolate. Like if anybody would gift you a box of chocolate and you may only have a few in there that you really enjoy, you still like it. You still love it because it's chocolate. Who dislikes chocolate? So that's basically the metaphor we are going here for. Sometimes life is something that you really enjoy, sometimes not, sometimes something you hate, but you still love it. And that's a very good positive attitude to have, even though I can't really relate to it with it all the time. But that's a really cool metaphor, which I think we're going for here, because like mentioned, was with rum and everything included as well. It's just box of chocolate being the most prominent choice of words for the song. I think that's definitely the message we wanted to go for. Life in a box of chocolate, making me look forward to it. But every day I just love me. Yeah, life is a box of chocolates. Wendy really has a lot of English standard lyrics here. Like mentioned, the one with the nasty, keeping it classy for back for me. Now this one here too. And he shines. Everybody shines. Nobody really feels left out or anything like that. But I feel like Wendy and Suji, maybe because like mentioned, they are probably my biases, really shining for me especially. But yeah, Red Velvet's good, bad, ugly, a very standout song yet again. Such a vibe. Like mentioned, the only thing I would have probably tweaked or would have enjoyed to see is if we do the chorus 2 sections instead of 1. But that's the only thing I can nitpick here. Thus far, every B-side really has something to it. The first one was just really strong overall. Back for me just had such a great attitude and such a great chorus. BAMBOLEO had an incredible bridge, and good, bad, and ugly. It's not just a great vibe overall, but also has an incredible bridge. The B-sides on Red Velvet's discographic are just really damn good. Like mentioned, I will re-listen to some other ones way more again to really appreciate it even more. To maybe, who knows, one day do a discographic ranking. Even though I probably shouldn't be talking about that because I should freaking finish my one for Dreamcatch already. But whatever, we had 43 minutes already. Holy moly. We have one more to go through, which is Red Velvet's In My Dreams. And like mentioned, big fan of the ballads. One of these nights, one of my favorite title tracks of theirs. So if we now have a ballad to wrap us up, which would work because we first had this very loud song in the middle, and then we're here now with a more Bobby song, I would totally appreciate that. So let's check it out. Red Velvet. And come on, give me that ballad. Oh, never mind. It's not a ballad, but I'm digging the vibe. And we have a rather quiet, or like a rather simple instrumental picture for now. That bass is kicking. Digging the vocabulary for the lyrics, so. That flows so nicely. Oh! Oh! Alright. I feel like we get a second section in the second chorus, because I felt a bit cut off there for the chorus, but like, damn! Such an atmospheric feeling here, and then such a strong and powerful chorus. Yeah, but I'm really digging the lyrics. Like, I'm only grabbing a few glimpses of them, but like... Whoa, whoa, whoa! That pre-chorus and that drop then. But now we're getting a second section, come on. Oh, we have a double layer going on. Hell yeah, Wendy. Then we let the instrumental fade out. In my dreams, you let me back. Oh, for a second I thought we were doing it again. Ah, okay, I feel like we should have done it one more time, because if we do the lyric there again, after we repeated it all song, because every time we heard it in my dreams you love me back, it was done twice, so doing it only once at the end is a bit breaking the trend basically. But oh, Red Velvet, In My Dreams, this song is so different. The way the song was not only arranged, but the way it's constructed is so different. It's so unusual, which really makes it stand out that way. It's really hard to like even put into a specific genre or anything. Like the verse pictures are so quiet, and what means quiet? It's strong and just it's strong and prominent and everything, but a very simple layering this time. You know, like if you compare this to Bamboleo, it's day and night. You know, it's like exact opposite. We only have like two things going on or stuff like that. But like the vocal picture there is like so smooth, you know, it's a really left to right like mover. But obviously the main thing about the song is the In My Dreams You Love Me Back, which just works so well because we can just sail these single syllables, you know, like it's you have to do one syllable. In my you back, you know, it's like 7 syllables and it's just 7 words that only have one syllable, so you don't have to do like waterfall or I don't know, you know, any words that just have more syllables. So we have such a smooth line there that's just so nice to sing along, you know, it's just so smooth. Again, also the lyrics and vocabulary for this were really lovely, really good. The lyrics here have been in this entire one have been really excellent, which is always just something, you know, if the lyrics aren't entirely anything special, something like that, then whatever, you know, like doesn't really matter too much for music unless it's something really bad. But like it really just positively pointed out that the lyrics were really good. But like this sound picture here is really good. Like kind of actually reminds me of like some type of melody, like from a, this is maybe also a bit from a classical piece inspired or so. I'm not sure. Like the entire concept of the album and the teasers and everything were very classical instrument related, or like classical music related, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But like that verse picture is really cool. again have a very prominent bass set, but some brighter, softer sounds to go along with it to still give that a very harmonizing feeling with, like mentioned, just that going on. This time it's really just easier to listen to, you know, because it's just not that much at once. But this pre-chorus / this bridge and everything, we have it so often throughout the song, and it's so catchy to do along, okay? Like, in my dreams you love me back. In my dreams you love me back. That pre-chorus and the transition and everything is 10 out of 10. The way we really do a full-on pause in the middle before we do the line again, and then do the boom. Fantastic. That pre-chorus, again, each B-side as far as at least one song section that like is absolutely stellar and excellent, you know? Like the songs are all pretty good, but there's just always one thing especially that just shines so much. For Rainbow Halo it was the chorus. For Back for Me it was not just the chorus, but especially the bridge. For BAMBOLEO, it was especially the bridge. For Good, Bad, Ugly, it was also especially the bridge and the pre-chorus. And here now, it's especially the pre-chorus and the bridge. At least always one section that feels extra excellent. This album, y'all. But then, that's actually a funny thing. We do a 1/2 chorus, you know, because you usually do a chorus, or like often you do chorus with 4 sections, you know, like first section with 2 different pieces and then 2 other pieces. But here we actually stay with 1, which after such lengthy build-up feels a bit, not weird, but like you would expect the second section. Don't wake me up. In my dreams. It's really interesting. Like, you really would expect, at least for the second section, you really expected, or like for the second chorus, I then expected to get another even more melodic section with the girls together. Didn't happen, but it's actually fine. I think it actually still worked pretty well for the way it was done, you know? Like, it doesn't feel unsatisfying or whatnot, but again, the bridge. Y'all, the bridge! Oh, actually, oh wait. We actually changed the lyric there this time to have it go with the in, or like, no, oh no, I think we did the In My Dreams this time together, you know, there's only one member, the first one, but like, this song is special, y'all. This song is special. We have a double layer going on. The more prominent voice here and the more sung voice, you know? Like, the louder voice is talking it. Basically, the other one is put more melodic emphasis on it. And my god, this is bridge in the chorus fantastic. Honestly, on pure quality, probably one of the best albums this year thus far. Easily. In my back. Wendy's high note now to like extra vocals. Love me back. And we actually have an outro again and don't end it with the lyric there and then. I think we did. That's the only thing I can say. Again, like mentioned, I think it works that we do not have a second chorus section, because I think then it would have probably actually went too long, you know, because it's such a very lengthy pre-chorus and everything. But like, if we do the In My Dreams You Love Me Back 2 times throughout the entire album, then you can't end it with just 1 at the end, because then instantly the first thing everybody thinks is, okay, we're doing it again. And I would not be surprised if the first reaction was people doing that, and then they realize, oh wait, where's the audio, you know? That's the only thing I would have changed. That's the only thing. Like, the only thing I would have added. Do this again. Because we've done it 2 times throughout the entire song. Dreams you love me back. In my dreams you love me back. And then ended there. That's the only flaw, you know, but that's like again nitpicking on the highest level. I just fear for myself that I will like that basically when I listen to this album loop that I will do that then myself and I already have feel my rhythm starting in the background because the album is starting again. That's the only thing I fear basically. But my goodness, Red Velvet in My Dreams, what a special song. That really something feels like I haven't heard before for any K-pop album before. What a unique, stunning, special song. Holy moly. And it really now leaves me with the clear confirmation that I can say not only that I probably, again, enjoy, at least on first listen, each B-side more than the title track, which is again not a bad thing. The title track is still good. It only is positive towards the B-sides. But I think I can also appreciate the visuals. I can definitely say that on a pure quality basis, this album is one of the best of the year thus far, 100%. Also recorded over 500,000 pre-orders and everything, so I'm very happy to see that it's also successfully numbers-wise already, and I think it will do even better numbers now that it's fully out, because it's really that damn good, and I would honestly love to see this crack to 1 million, because this album is spectacular. Each song, like mentioned, has its own flavor, is great. Each song is also very different from one another, even though you can definitely say that some songs feel like you had heard them before in the Red Velvet discography and whatnot, but it's okay, you know. It's always like, as long as you don't do the same songs in the same album, like similar and whatnot, then it's okay to be. Every song has its standout moment. Every song has a special section that especially shines. Everybody shine on this album, especially like mentioned my biases, Suchi and Vandy. Really, really enjoyed them throughout the entire thing. Like mentioned, I really had a good amount of flow in the beginning sections. John Yerry sounded also great. So, Red Velvet's 7th mini album, Rev Festival. I don't know how to pronounce it. Their 7th mini album in my dream. Via my rhythm, goodness gracious. I mean, it's 1 hour now nearly, so talking is obviously going a bit difficult. But that was amazing. And once again showed me, because I think I remember saying it about their 6th mini album Kingdom 2, where I was like, hey, this may be one of my favorite Red Velvet releases. I really feel for myself that when I react and review albums, the first impression is always a bit bigger than when I just listen to the album myself, because it obviously go into it very differently with a very different approach and a way more detailed look and just go over things in a way more detailed sense. So I kind of regret, definitely, just like I regret for Blackpink and G-Idol, to have checked out all the previous songs on my own instead of doing it with it all together. But like back then I didn't know I would do a cable reaction channel yet, so you know, just unlucky, unfortunate. But I feel like I would appreciate all those songs even more if I would react and review them nowadays, or like if I would react and review them for the first time nowadays. But like mentioned, I've now re-listened to most of them again. Probably could have really said, hey, you know, just do them again. It's been so long, I probably won't recognize anything anymore. But I've said before, if I listened to them also, it would have been a bit bad. But yeah. This album is incredible. Every song has something special to it. Like mentioned, even though Female Rhythm is like mentioned the weakest of the album, which is just, you know, in this quality range here, is just nothing bad to say, or like doesn't make it bad at all. Still has, like I mentioned, that Bach melody to really give it something to stand out as well. So every song on this album stands out. Every song has a special section that stands out especially and really shines. Every member shines here. Red Velvet 7th mini album, Female Rhythm, easily one of the best albums released thus far. Big fan, was worth the wait. Really happy with it. I had a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope you guys enjoy my reaction plus review. If it is, glad leave a like down below to show me that you did. What are your thoughts on Red Velvet 7th mini album, Female Rhythm? What is the favorite piece? Tell me all thoughts down below in the comments as well. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, I'm glad if you sub as well, or support my Patreon. It would help me a lot. Damn, we nearly reached 1 hour. I don't wanna waste a bit more time to make it reach 1 hour. Come on, I think this album deserves the 1 hour mark. So yeah. Like mentioned, I will definitely be doing a bit more Red Velvet down the road, because I may have checked out most of the songs, but I've not checked out all of the performances. So I may be doing a Red Velvet live type of video where like check out full live performances or souls of them, and other than that, just look forward to what other stuff they release in the future. I think the Japanese release is actually quite close. I'm looking forward to that. And other than that, we have a lot of great K-pop coming still slated for March. We got NCT Dream, we got Purple Kiss, we got Kingdom, we have Big Bang confirmed for April. Holy moly! So whatever content you may be interested in, for whatever content you may want to in for, I'll see you again soon on this channel. Stay safe, have been happy, have a great time, have a great start into the week, and see you again soon with more Red Velvet or cable reactions. Thanks for watching.